Welcome to another episode of the No Name Podcast. I'm your host for this week, Manny, joined by my co-hosts Ricky and Arturo. Today we
Yeah.
have let me get this out of the way first. Uh, we are on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, YouTube, and anywhere else you get your podcasts from.
We're off.
We are.
We're off to an amazing start to the next
Yep.
100 episodes of this podcast.
Perfect start. We are a bi-weekly podcast on Instagram at No Name Entertainment, as well as Twitter. No, we're not on Twitter. That's a lie.
I was like, Twitter?
I don't think that would matter with the way that social platform is going.
Yeah, that's a lie. We're not on Twitter. We also have a sports show once a month.
I'm
It's
sorry.
actually next month.
Hey, I'm sorry. It was like we're a bi-weekly podcast on Instagram. I'm like, I swear.
Yeah, I didn't give it a pause. Yeah. How you guys been? Been good?
I don't get.
I've been chilling.
I don't get for the fact that we've been doing this for a long time now and everything, and he still messes up on the intro.
I'm not an intro guy.
You know, it's just fun that way, you know?
Yeah. Oh, I didn't get the Mad Libs. My bad, guys.
Oh my gosh, how could you not get the Mad Libs?
This guy.
I'll get one during the podcast.
This guy.
I'll get one. So how have you guys been? You guys been good?
Oh, I've been chilling, yeah.
It's been a month.
Good. It's been a month?
It's been a month. I mean, Thanksgiving is this week for us here in America.
That's true.
That is true. You guys making anything, or you're just there to eat food?
Both. Technically.
Yeah.
You know my mom's off this whole week?
Really?
Yeah, so is mine.
And I'm like...
You're like, must be nice.
I'm like, she has the... Because she last week she had asked me, she was like, are you working next week? I'm like, yes. I just have the Thursday and Friday off and everything. She's like, oh, I have all next week off. I'm like, what?
She's like, yeah, name.
I'm like,
for real though.
And everything. Well, here's the thing. Here's like the thing about me when it comes to like holidays and taking days off around those holidays. Every time I just bother not to attempt it because I always get the feeling one of my coworkers already taken those days off and all that stuff.
Right.
Do it. Do the gamble. What do you got to lose?
Because every time I try it, I find out someone else already took it. And all that stuff.
So for next year, your New Year's resolution is as soon as it hits that time, you just take all the days off.
Just take those days. Just put in the
whole month.
Just put in the request already and all that stuff.
Exactly.
And all that stuff. Like I'm requesting the week of Thanksgiving, 3 days before Christmas, 3 days before New Year's, and all that stuff.
They're gonna be like, "What?" And you're like, "Yeah." That will have to deal with it this year.
Yeah. True.
And also,
I get Thursdays. That's cool.
And all that stuff. You only get the Thursday off.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that's unfortunate. I get Thursday and Friday off.
No, I'm cool with it because Friday I still get holiday pay, and I get overtime pay for Friday.
Yeah, and I was like, but I saw your story. You said it's a skeleton crew. Oh, that must.
Yeah, there's 8 guys on our side.
I was like,
there's 8 guys, and normally on our side of the shop there's 200, and there's currently only 8.
That's not good.
So yeah.
That's it. Well, I mean, was it busy today?
Technically. I mean, we still have work. We still have to complete our orders.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like, was it more harder? Was there less people?
Yeah, basically, we got to do double the work.
Yeah.
Like now, we're making the product from start to finish, as opposed to an assembly line.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. It's been a month. We got Thanksgiving that's coming up for us. The World Cup has officially started. We'll talk about that more on the sports show and everything. We'll probably have to talk. I think by the time that episode's out, I think we'll have. I think groups will be done by then, if I'm correct. So that'll be fun.
Interesting.
So that'll be fun. That'll be fun to see, and all that stuff. So we'll see where it goes. I will say, US. Oh God, it's Friday's game's gonna be very interesting, and all that stuff because of everything. Friday's game against England is gonna be very very interesting. That's all I gotta say. Well, and we'll probably
Yeah.
we'll probably talk, and again we'll talk about it on the sports show in December.
Yeah.
Good.
It's gonna be a doozy. It's gonna be a
Mm,
doozy.
Oh,
Who you guys got
oh.
winning that?
Overall,
Yeah.
I'm only saying it because they're in my group. England.
Doodle.
I don't think he
For
knows.
what?
The foot soccer.
Oh, the foot soccer.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
the
don't
foot soccer.
care for sports.
I was like, I don't know why. I was like, that's what I was like. Why'd you ask him? Also, I was like, he doesn't.
Yeah.
Even
I was
care
like,
about sports.
yeah, that was like a big hype at work and everything today, but like, I didn't
That's about
care.
I had a joke, but I don't think it would be common to say in this podcast, or I don't know if it will cancel me.
Oh, you're
You know,
fine.
say it. Why not?
So to say, why
Yeah.
are they getting all hyped up for Mexico don't play till Tuesday?
Oh my gosh.
True. True. Or tomorrow for us.
We'll talk tomorrow. The day we're recording. On the day we're recording this, it already
Yeah,
happened
yeah.
once this episode's out.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't want to say the joke.
Mexico would have already won. by
That's-
the time
Oh
this
my
comes out.
gosh.
That's the reason why I didn't say the joke.
Yeah. So
No, let's be honest,
It's
guys.
cool.
Mexico sucks.
Honestly, I don't
think
even
they're
know.
ranked like 8th, I think.
I don't even know. Like, there's been. Oh, this is not even the show to talk about it. But anyways, moving on.
I think it's gonna be either Brazil or Argentina.
Brazil. Oh, I love Brazil.
Yeah, Brazil. Yeah.
I especially love
Listen.
some of the movies they do. You know,
Yeah. Brazils. Yep.
Brazils.
Yep.
Yeah, especially when they have the Brazilians. Oh yeah, they're beautiful.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we'll get canceled for this for these jokes.
Over in real.
I swear the joke on that saw it from a mile away, and then Arturo said that last part just now, and I'm like, oh, yep, that's just what makes it even more obvious. No one caught that.
Yep. All right. So switching gears from just chilling and talking to actual topics. So the God of War came out with another game, Ragnarok, right? And so God of War Ragnarok picks up from God of War, the last one,
In
and
2018.
what?
In 2018, just to add.
Okay, yeah. I don't remember the name of it. Picks up from that
It was just
with Thor.
It was
So
just
that's
called.
cool.
It was just called God of War.
Oh, okay. It was just called
2018.
God of War. Okay. So yeah. So it
Oh,
picks
God of
up
War
from
with
it.
something extra.
Yep. Yeah. God of War, the last one, picks up from that. And yeah, I didn't play it. He played it, I think.
I like the
He
fact
streamed
that
it
I didn't
on
stream it.
his YouTube. No, he put it on his YouTube channel, and I'm
There-
Ricky Gaming or something like that. I don't know.
There is a series on the YouTube channel. It's currently in part 13. I don't know how to do playthroughs on uploading playthroughs. Should I just do a
No,
big
no.
batch
that's the way to do them. You know, do them
Yeah.
parts.
within an hour and all that stuff?
Yeah,
Yeah, you
solid.
can.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, because a lot of
yeah.
because a lot of people when it came out just either like streamed it, or they would if they're on YouTube they do like a big sesh on there, and I'm like,
Mm.
I don't know if I want people to watch it a whole 5-hour session of me playing this game, which don't get me wrong, I don't mind doing because I love this game. I'm enjoying this
Yeah,
game so
no.
far and all that stuff. But I was like, I'll just go the route of I'll play and I'll break it down like in an hour, so that way I can just to have a consistent upload at least with it. Right now,
Yeah.
it's right as of the day we're recording this, it's currently on part 13 for it, and there's more to come because I have not finished this game whatsoever overall
Yeah.
and all that stuff. Like I said, it's been a busy November
November has been
Yes.
busy.
and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And
November's been busy.
Well, for me in a gaming sense, yes, it has. And I'm not gonna say anything what I just saw. Um,
What'd you seen?
that I had a good. Like I said, I'm loving the game so far. I think
Yeah.
it's been an interesting. The story has been interesting so far, of what it's care of, since it is like a continuation from the last game.
Mhm.
Yeah.
For it, for this, the additional characters that have been added, such as we have Thor, who's in this, who has a mainstay in this story. Yes, he was introduced in the first one, but it was more of like a post credit scene cameo and all that stuff. I do love the fact that, as a little mild spoiler, they kind of recreated that in the game itself, but it looks more cooler in the game in this game.
Right.
Um,
Right.
we were introduced to Odin. Um, to this in this game, he makes an appearance in this game. So far, that's who I've seen so far that has been introduced. I'm sure I'll see some more coming in, of like who's in
Now,
that
does this take place
North
before or
mythology.
after the Dark World?
Hey,
Okay.
um, well, I mean, now that he's mentioned it, I might as well just bring this up. Let's get this clear. This is not like a comparison. People
Yeah.
should compare this Thor and this Odin to what you see from the
Marvel.
MCU Marvel.
Yeah. Isn't this like
Typically,
legit
or
Norse? Or
or just in general of legit Norse, in a way, and all that stuff.
okay.
Like, it is inspired from Norse mythology, like that style and everything.
Inspired. Got you.
I can't even say words right now today. For some
Inspired.
reason. Inspired
No,
Not
inspired. No,
inspired.
it's gonna be inspired from now
and all that stuff.
on. Let's go on a t-shirt.
But
I was
Inspired.
inspired. I was
it's
inspired.
it's inspired by that. But from learning this and looking at this, and like, I know that this is more inspired than it is trying to make it like a full on like one to one. Well, which I always, still to this day, I always think of one to one comparisons. Try to do one to one comparisons to between different medias are a dumb
Yeah.
thing to do in general and all that stuff, because you can't recreate. There's no way of recreating that in a different media from what it's originally from.
Yeah, Brazil.
And well, that's a different story entirely. Um, for that, but I think for the fact I like Odin,
No,
I
I
like this
prefer
Odin.
like Skeet, if you know what I mean.
Okay, yeah, Woodrock. Got you. Okay, this is going down the drain.
It's all your fault. You started it.
Yeah. No.
And everything. Not you, Arthur. So this Odin is different. I like this Odin so far. I think there's some people that's been doesn't like him about how he presents himself, but I'm like, hey, I'm all for this Odin and also, I think he's cool. I don't know how far I am in the game, in all honesty, just based off the 13 parts I've put on the videos that's been out and
Oh gosh.
everything, because there's a lot to do in this game. This isn't a I wouldn't say this is open world. It's more linear with open world aspects to it and all that stuff. Like, I can derive it from the main story and do something else if I wanted to, but it doesn't allow me to. It doesn't bring this how we are traditionalized with open worlds nowadays, where you can just go
Yeah.
wherever you want. No, you have to do certain things to get to that certain place. Because in this particular game, from what I've so far, from what I've heard, I don't know for sure. You can travel all 9 realms. House in the first game, you only did a few of them, and all that. You only did a few of them in the last game, and everything. But it was still a good game overall. So the fact that you can now explore all 9 realms in this game is going to be interesting, of what's there and what's provided. Like, there's a realm that opened up for me, but it didn't coordinate with me to go through it via the main story. So
Yeah.
I pretty much
So you're like,
skipped.
oh, I'll save that.
I'll save that later, yeah, and everything like that. So, and all that stuff. So, but I'm having a good time with it. I'm loving it so far. I have to record another session tonight after this, so I can, because I got to keep it going. Well, the fun part about it was, like, I did like, I think I did like maybe 3-4 hour sessions, a couple of them, to get some of them done. But
Gotcha.
and I got a couple done. I did a couple hour sessions last week and all that stuff, so that way I can fill it out the rest of the week. But now I realized when I uploaded today's, I was like, oh, I don't have any more sessions. I gotta do more. I gotta do consecutive sessions now and everything now and all that stuff. Because I do need some sleep and everything. But no, I'm loving the game. I'm enjoying it. and I am gonna play this again and all that stuff because I think it's just learning content on doing this as a content create like
Right.
session. Though I'm enjoying it, I know I'm not fully getting the full experience out of it and all that stuff and everything. So I plan on replaying this again and all that stuff, but like I'm sitting back on my couch and playing this on my TV and all that stuff. How I feel like it's meant to be, but I'm excited to see how it looks better and all that stuff.
Got you. Got you. Now, not only did God of Wars come out with a new game, so did the Pokemon. And
Oh my gosh.
they came out they came out with Pokemon Violet and Purple.
Scarlet and
what's it called?
Violet.
Scarlet and
How
Violet.
can you
okay.
not?
You know, I like Violet and Purple better. Oh my gosh.
Even though Violet and Purple are the same thing.
Exactly.
I
You
mean,
know,
it's different.
I love the
Yeah.
fact. I love the fact that he skipped one more thing in the God of War thing. But hey, it is what it is.
Did I?
it is what it is.
No, I did. Did
I like how he
I?
goes
Oh,
back.
did you finish?
No,
Oh.
I already answered. I already said that
Okay,
without
so
even
you have
asking a
not-
question.
You have not finished. Is it the game of the year?
Golly,
Will it have a
It's-
gold ribbon across its banner?
is someone's phone
Next year.
ringing or vibrating? Because
No, that was me moving this stool.
okay,
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Okay, just want to make sure. Is it game of the year? It's my game of the year. I will say that so far. There, of course, the game.
My game of the year has been Brawl Stars.
I believe it.
Mhm.
I believe it. Because the reason why I want the reason why I say that is for the fact that it's like, of course, the Game Awards is coming in December. That's where they all tribute to all the games that have been out for the past year and all that stuff. And God of War is one of those nominees for Game of the Year. Along with that, though, is another game that I did play but never got to finish because the difficulty of that game is ridiculous.
Elden
That's
Ring.
Centipede.
There we go, Elden Ring. I still got it right. I was like, of course, man, he's gonna say something off course, not off course, but like nothing that's not related to the game of the year.
Hey, Centipede
Even though it's
is
an
a hard
arcade game.
Did you say
know,
Centipede?
He said Centipede this whole time
It's a hard
and all
game.
that stuff.
I can't get
So-
past it.
Pretty much, along with that, God of War also goes not only against Elden Ring, it goes against Horizon Forbidden West. Another game a game that I did play and beat, Plague's Tale Requiem, which came out recently, Stray, and Xenoblade Chronicles 3 are the nominees for Game of the Year. They'll probably
Is Horizon the
Stray is pretty interesting. Have you tried it yet, Ricky?
I have that's the thing. Like, so I have Stray. I do have Stray. It was available to me via PlayStation Plus and everything, so I didn't have to pay for it. Thank God. I haven't played it yet. I think the plan is to play it before Game Awards, just to see what
Mhm.
happens and all that stuff. And then of course, but I know I've heard interesting things about it also, and some people can say I think there's people saying that they don't think it's Game of the Year contender, but I don't know about that because I never played it. I haven't played it, but it's going to be interesting to see that. Now, what I would believe out of these 6 titles, though I said Ragnarok is my game of the year right now, I will not be surprised if it's Elden Ring that does win it and everything. At the end of the day and for this stuff because it's a testament to itself. The fact that it's a game that's like I actually do like, but I have a hard time getting through that game because there's literally nothing that does that to get you through that game. I mean, there's like those little, I don't know what they call them in the games where they can like give you hints and all that stuff.
Yeah,
all
just
that
like
stuff.
the hinting trails, like when you
Yeah.
play. It's basically like when you play Tomb Raider
Like-
and something lights up.
Or yeah, and if you play like Dark Souls or Demon Souls or any of those kind of games before and all that stuff, like similar to that. And but like I said, like I'm only saying God of War is gonna be my game of the year because it's a game that not only have I played, but I've also beaten. I'm about to beat, pretty much go through and all that stuff and everything. So I don't want to put that on I don't want to say Elden Ring as the easy option and also, but it's all that stuff. But it's also a game that I have not fully beaten or near beaten and all that stuff because I'm still stuck on that beginning part and I don't know what the hell I'm doing half the time
Same.
and all that stuff. I don't even think you touched it.
No, on what?
And
Horizon, you done?
Horizon
Oh
Forbidden
my
West
gosh.
For a bit, I was close.
and everything. No, it's I enjoyed that game too. I loved it. But here's the thing, like I said just earlier about God of War, how I said I want to do another playthrough.
Yeah.
I didn't feel that with Horizon. I played what I played, got through the story. I did enjoy it and all that stuff, but it wasn't something that was making me angst to play it right later on, instantly right after and all that stuff. Maybe like later down the road if I wanted to, maybe, but not.
Yeah,
It's not giving me that replay to wanting to do it again right after
yeah.
and all that stuff. And how else with God of War? Though there is some kind of technicality with it to why I'm doing it, but at the same time, it's like I do want to play this again and all stuff. So
Yeah.
I do enjoy it.
Well, you gotta get the red PSP, and you gotta
Did you say what?
remember God of War when it came out, the red PSP, and Kratos
Yeah.
was on it.
Yeah, I had that before. I owned that before.
Yeah, that was such a. I never got that one. I just got the black one, but it always looked cool. You know.
I literally just bought I had just recently bought the skinny one, and then I found out that we had an extra. This is when because I was working at GameStop at the time when this came out too.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
We had just found out we had an extra an extra one because they were so limited and everything.
Yeah.
And like the rest were like pre-orders. So I ended up trading in the one I had and got that one. Oh no. I don't think or I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I got the red one instead at the end of the day.
Oh, that's so tight.
You know,
I wanted that. I didn't really know about God of War at that time, but I thought it looked cool. But I just liked the color.
how could you not,
Yeah,
how could you not know about God of War at that
I
time?
was like-
God of War was like it was like a
Well,
popular
I wasn't
game
really
so
playing
much.
that many games back then. I was ripping Shell, dude. You know what I mean?
Shell did not exist. No, I'm just kidding, it did.
Like, dude.
Oh
I had
gosh.
I had the Vader one, the white one with the Vader head.
Oh yeah. The Vader one
I
was
had
cool.
that one. I had that one.
The Vader one was cool.
Other than that, I didn't really have any special editions. I had that, and then I had the Mario DS, and then I had an orange GameCube, which I found out was a Japanese exclusive, but I got it from my boy Bubbles. That's a different story, though.
Apparently.
Yeah. See. This is all I had.
Oh,
Game
that's
Boy Advance.
that's a Gamecom, yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, look how busted the back is.
Oh.
Did you ever have it that had like the Velcro? It was like a Velcro tape to cover it. No.
No, dude, if it looks like this, and it's like all busted up and everything, yeah, no.
Dude, there was a kid at my school that like he had one. Well, no, he had the color, but you know, like those Velcros that have the sticky backs, and you can have it's like two sides of
Yeah.
Velcro.
Yeah.
Okay, so he had like a little like a phone holder, like you know the hard plastic ones.
Yeah.
But he didn't have the phone attached to it, and he stuck one piece of the Velcro there, and then one piece of the Velcro to his Game Boy, and like he would like stick it out and like run away, and then like go and hide and play Pokemon. So speaking of Pokemon, Violet and Purple came out.
I like how the fact you tried to transition that, but I was about to say something about having Velcro on the back because it's a funny story in a way.
Oh
Okay,
my
go-
god.
go-
It's not
I
funny.
wanna
It's
hear
not
that.
funny. It's
I
not
wanna hear
funny.
that.
It's just more the fact was like how you were explaining that. It just reminded me of like this is me showing my age and all that stuff. So back then it was like so we had like of course back then there was like TVs and VCRs back then. The thing was you had
What is
separate
that?
you had two separate remotes. You had to have two separate remotes for them and all that stuff and everything to run them.
Yeah.
Not like nowadays we can just do one remote and everything controls everything and all that stuff. So
I
the
don't know.
thing,
Grandma has four. She's a flat screen. I don't know.
my point exactly.
Oh my gosh.
And so the thing was, my dad didn't want to lose them, so like in order to keep looking for them, he put Velcro on one end of the remote and then another on the other, and then stick them together, so that way he could just have them right there at the same time.
That's smart.
It was
That's
yeah,
smart.
as a kid back then, I was like, this is weird and stupid. Now thinking about it, it's like that was the smartest thing he ever done.
Yeah, your dad's the Darth Maul of TVs.
Not like no. It wasn't like
No,
that.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
That
That'd be
doesn't-
cool though.
But that like still though, it's like it doesn't work out the way you said that.
Yeah. But it'd be cool. So speaking of the Pokemon, Scarlet and Violet came out. They have legendary Pokemons that are dragons, and you can ride them, I think.
Yes.
So that's cool. The red one looks tight. He has like a mohawk.
Mhm.
The purple one's kind of whack, not gonna lie. Uh, the other ones are kind of mid. I saw the thousands Pokemon.
I don't
It's that
know.
dude's whack.
Okay, I don't know anything, so don't be
Yeah.
spoiling stuff. Okay,
Like, I'm
Oh,
waiting till
yeah.
Christmas, okay?
Arturo hasn't got the game
Oh,
yet.
okay.
I'm not far
Okay,
in the
yeah.
I'm not far in the game myself. Okay,
Get on my level, Brody. No,
dude, what level? You're the one looking at leaks and spoilers already, and you don't even own the game.
I'm not planning on owning the game.
My point exactly, but still, you don't ruin it for the two of us. Yeah,
Oh
You
my
guys already
gosh.
played it.
and all that stuff. I
Thought you
haven't beat
already
it.
played the Pokemon.
Didn't I just say it's been a busy month for gaming for me?
Yeah, it has.
Okay,
It has.
so I have to do. I have a. I don't know how many part God of War I got to finish. We got Call of Duty that we're going to talk about later on and everything in this stuff.
Yeah.
And then now, not only do I have one, I have two versions of Pokemon to deal with right now at the moment and all that stuff.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, because you got one on the light now.
Yes,
Scarlet.
good option.
Ah, there you go.
Smart boy.
Take a guess.
You're
See, I took into the fact that your light is gray and Scarlet is red, Lava's red.
Or maybe it's because you've
And
only said
no.
Violet and Purple and you haven't said Scarlet yet.
No, hear me out. So Scarlet's red, Lava's red.
Uh
Lava's in a volcano.
huh.
When volcanoes erupt, they spew lava as well as ash. Ash is gray. Your light is gray. Scarlet.
Anyone either listening to this or and then everything, or if you're watching this on YouTube, if you're listening to this, go to the YouTube video of this, put it in the comments below, and I just need a yes or no to this question. Do you think Manny just literally just said that right out of the top of his head right now, or had that planned the whole time, or everything?
Off the noggin.
And I was like, do you really did that really come off the top of his head? And all that
Yeah,
stuff.
that was off the
Off
noggin.
the knock.
Off the
And all that
noggin.
stuff. And everything. And all that stuff. Well, actually, technically, it wasn't like it. To your astute explanation of why, no, it wasn't.
Oh, okay.
And all
Okay.
that stuff. And oddly
It was a
enough,
good guess though.
an odd enough thing. Now that you mention it, and I just put it and all that stuff. So the reason originally I had Violet was going to be on the light, and Scarlet was going to be on the other one. But I came to realize, because I have the other versions of the older games on my light also, which is Shield and Pearl, those have the colors that more match to Scarlet than it did Violet. So
Right.
ended up switching the two and all that stuff.
Makes sense.
And all that stuff. So it's more of a color coordination kind of thing in a way.
Which is the one with Kyogre in it?
What?
Isn't that Sapphire, right? No. Or
Oh.
Kyogre?
Ruby and Sapphire.
Okay. I thought so. Wasn't sure. That's the last one I remember actually playing all the way through, and that's only because I wanted Kyogre.
You said Kyogre?
Yeah, Kyogre. I like the Kyogre. Yeah, so how have you been liking, Ricky?
So, like I said, normally I played through these games like it's nothing, or like get through them like quickly. But like I said, it's been a busy month of gaming and all that stuff. Okay, and I so far here's the one thing about these two new titles. There are 3 storylines in this game, not the normal one main through. Even though there's like side stuff in a way, and all the other stuff.
Gosh.
There are three technically storylines in this game. You have Victory Road, which is the traditional 8 badges and Elite Four. We have another one where it involves archaeology or something like that. You're finding something that are called Titan Pokemon and whatever else it leads to. And the third one is the your raid bases and all that stuff. So in every Pokemon game, there's always a team something and all that stuff. And this one is Team Star, if I remember correctly. And all that stuff. So Team Star, they have different bases throughout the whole region and all that stuff. And you have to go through 5 bases to destroy them, all that stuff. That's that storyline right there for that stuff. I will say about this. So far, I'm enjoying the game. I've already finished the first part for each storyline so far. So I got my first badge. I took out the first Titan Pokemon that I saw and everything, and then I'm about to do the first Team Star base, right, and everything and all that stuff, to get through with them. This world I already gotta say this island, this region is big enough as it is big.
It's
And
big.
also, it's big and also like literally, it's like everything I've done so far is feels like I've only done like that much,
Yeah.
like traveling wise. But I feel like if I was playing this, if this was like an older game, I think I've got through a lot. It's time. And everything. You know how I feel about it at least. So I've only touched Scarlet right now. I haven't touched Violet yet. I have the fire one, the for the starter. I've already leveled him up to his second evolution. Manny saw that.
Don't spoil
Yeah, he's
what it
Mexican.
is.
Manny
Does it look cool?
He's Mexican.
he's
so that's
mid.
cool.
He's mid. I will say that.
He's Mexican.
He's Mexican, yeah. He looks Mexican.
No, I said he's
He's
Mexican.
Mexican. Yeah, no, I heard you. No, I heard you. I heard you.
Yeah.
No, I heard you. And all that stuff. He has a sombrero.
No,
He has a sombrero.
yeah, he does.
I don't. So that's the thing. I don't know any of the other ones. I don't know their secondaries or their finals. Though I have this app on my phone, this Pokedex app
Mhm.
on my phone, and they just
Bulbapedia?
no, it's another one.
Pokedex.
I can't think of the name right now. Poke Data Dex, I think it's called.
Data pad.
And all that stuff. But it already has the pictures of all the Pokemon, including the new ones.
Mm.
So I have to avoid getting in that app because I was
Yeah.
gonna use that app to like store what I have, what I caught so far, and all that
Gotcha.
stuff. So I don't so I haven't known anything because this I could be wrong. I think this is the first main title that hasn't shown all the starter evolutions. Because I think
Mm.
beforehand you know them ahead of time and all that stuff. But I could be wrong.
Gotcha.
I could be wrong on that.
No, I heard you having some performance issues within the game. What?
So here's the thing. Here's the thing. So we're on this phase, the switch phase of Pokemon games and all
Yeah.
that stuff. And I will tell you this and everything like that. The amount of people that are complaining about performance issues on this game,
Hmm.
it's like they're playing their first Pokemon game ever
Well, 1 in 5 people usually have that.
and all that stuff. That's the thing. They're not. These are people. These are people.
Gotcha.
These people have played for so many generations before and all that stuff, and then it's like they've never played Arceus before. Arceus had performance issues and all that stuff when I was playing that game and all that
That's
stuff.
the one with the kid with the wings.
No, Arceus is the game that came out earlier this year. That was like a spin off to where you're like playing. You're traveling back in time. You're back in like it was like a past piece of and all that stuff.
Yeah, you had
Oh, okay.
Hisui in Pokemon.
Well, yeah, you were in the Hoenn region, but it was named differently and all that stuff.
Oh, it's like an alternate
We were the
reality.
Hoenn. We were in the
It's not.
Hisui and
It's not actually.
It is? Oh, it's not?
It's not
Oh,
an alternate
okay.
reality. It's like you're. I mean, whoever's not played the main line, I mean, the main story of that game, something's wrong with you already. I'm technically gonna spoil it. Pretty much, your character comes from the future, and
Yeah.
and gets moved into the past, and all that stuff.
Got you.
And all that stuff. That's how it starts.
Then it
And
gets all
also-
timey-wimey.
Nah, technically, yeah. Technically, yeah.
Gotcha.
Throughout throughout the game, technically, yeah.
Gotcha.
And all that stuff. So yeah, so that's why it's like, but Arceus was pretty much our introduction to technically an introduction to a more broader open world aspect of Pokemon. Sword and Shield brought some of those aspects in with the wild area, and then its 2 expansion games. Expansion stories in Sword and Shield.
Mhm.
And then but Arceus kind of like opened it up a little bit more, though it had some technicalities, such as like it had to load to get to a certain area. You have to go back to the main place in order to go to the next area and all that stuff every time, which was fine because I wasn't gonna trip about it and all that stuff. House with Scarlet and Violet, everything's open, almost everything's almost open and everything, and all that stuff. So for that stuff, so. And then, like I said, people like I didn't even touch the game. I didn't even touch the game yet, and I was already finding out about performance issues about the game, and I was like, it can't be that bad, right? No, I mean, do you know? I'm gonna notice it, of course, because I pay attention to this stuff, but it's not something that's like a big deal and all that stuff at the same time. and all stuff. So it's like I'm fine with it. I'm playing this game as it is and all that stuff. I'm enjoying it. I'm having a good time. Am I catching it? Yeah, but I'm not gonna be like, oh yeah, I'm upset about. I'm gonna be upset and everything like that. But we'll see what happens and everything like that. Um, what was I gonna say? There was something about the game already that because there's like a few things that's caught my attention about this game that I kind of like so far. Well, and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, the fact that so now, oh yeah, you can now, um, what was it, craft TMs and all that stuff.
Mm.
I did hear. Oh, I'll
Remember,
see about
so
that
we're yeah, because that's what we found out when we saw that
in the trailer.
that video. Yeah. So how that works is, and this is something interesting was new. When you're catching Pokemon, you get like there's an item that gets like tells you what you earned, and it's like it's differ between different Pokemon and all that stuff. And then how that works is you now use that's how you craft your TMs and all that stuff is with this particular
No, for the
material.
people watching that don't know what TMs are, I think you should explain to them.
Manny,
Oh my gosh.
You forgot what TMs are?
No, I know what TMs are.
Oh, technical machines.
Technical
Yeah, yeah.
machines.
There you go.
Technical machines, which allows you to be able to teach your Pokemon new moves and everything. Back in the day, how they work was you use them and you can no longer you would have to buy another one or something like that for TMs unless it's the HM, and everything. But now, as of now, currently HMs are no longer a thing. There are new other styles of gameplay on how to travel places and all that stuff. TMs do exist in this game, and how it works again is like if you use it, it breaks, and all that stuff. But you can always craft them. Now you can craft them and all and everything. Also, they did bring over a feature from Arceus where you can add and remove Pokemon moves from that Pokemon. So if they've learned, so how it worked in Arceus is you have your of course your 4 moves that they know, and if they know if they know a move already or knew previously, you can always switch it and all that stuff. And they brought that into Scarlet and Violet now, so which is cool because that was a
Right, because
really
didn't they have to forget one?
you have
if
to
you
forget
wanted
one.
to learn a new one?
Yeah, you have to forget one,
Yeah.
which is still a thing. But like I said, now if you do forget it, it'll be available to you to switch to it almost. Or
Just to retrain them.
if I understood it correctly, if I did it correctly, it's like if you forget them, if you do learn the new move and forget the other one, the one that you forget you can switch it to that one at any time. Also, if I remember correctly, and for that stuff. So there was that. And then of course now it's no longer like tall grass is no longer a thing where you'll encounter Pokemon. All Pokemon are out in the open. You see them and all that stuff. So it's all that stuff. So there's grass and all that stuff, but it's not like you're not going to encounter random Pokemon all the time now and everything.
Got you.
So and then the way to encounter the Pokemon if you want to like try to battle it is either you walk straight at it or you throw a Pokeball you throw like a Pokeball at it and all that stuff to hit them to start the battle and all for that. So there is that also. For that, I'm trying to remember what else was there. Some of the stuff.
So basically you're like chilling. You're like, oh, there's an Agumon, and then you throw like a Pokeball at him, and then you battle him, and then you try to catch him. What? Basically, right? That's basically what happens.
I like the fact I enjoy the fact of what he tries to joke it and all, but at the same time, like, dude, come on now.
That is what happens, all right? You're like, oh snap!
No. It's not.
I want to catch.
It's not the fact. It's not the fact of what you explained was fine. It's the fact of who you use an example of what's like why.
I couldn't think of any good Pokemon.
It doesn't matter
at the time.
You can't think.
I wasn't a Pokemon kid growing up, so I don't know.
It doesn't matter. Like it's just as simple just saying Pikachu. That's it.
Okay. So you see a Pikachu, and you're like, I want that Pikachu. So you chuck a ball at him, and he's like, I'm trying to fight you now. And then you fight,
Yeah.
and then say you win the fight, you're like, now I'm gonna take you home.
Well,
You
no, you
catch
have
him,
to. You don't.
and then
Well, you have to lower the H. Of course, if you know Pokemon
oh yeah, you
standard,
fight him for a little bit.
you
You knock him
lower
out. You knock him a little
you
bit.
lower
Yeah,
the
yeah.
HP to
You
like
slap him around a little bit. Yeah.
stuff. Quit doing that.
Not literally.
Slap
Like
them around a little bit. Oh my god.
not literally. You're like Blastoise, use water slap or whatever they call it, and then he like lowers the health, and then you catch him. And you're like, all right, cool. Right? Am I not lying?
Yeah. You're right.
You're like Blaziken, use kick thing.
This guy.
I can't remember the name Blaziken. So
Blaziken's an actual Pokemon. You're good.
Yeah,
he's
it's
the
from the
fire
game
chicken.
you've played.
He's the fire chicken. Yeah, I know who he
Yes.
is. Yeah, I know the fire monkey
I
too.
prefer the
What's his
water
name?
frog, you know.
Chimchar.
I'm sorry.
Chimchar. There you go.
I'm sorry. It's just still the
Oh, the
fact.
fire monkey.
It's the
Yeah,
fact.
fire
It's
monkey.
still the fact that he used a Digimon to explain Pokemon catching. I'm
Agumon's
sorry.
cool, dude. He's like
I get that, but it's not the same franchise, though. I'm like,
Oh, man.
oh god.
I couldn't think of any Bakugan character names. So.
This is God.
That's when you pull out Beyblade, man. Come on.
I don't even listen.
You know, I'm like, oh yes, dude. Like Metal El Drago.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, such a good
You get the
Beyblade
pot
with
of
like
greed.
really good stats.
Yeah,
It's an attacking blade, you know.
yeah.
Compared to compared to like the stamina or the defense
Blue
or the
Eyes
mixed
White
ones.
Dragon with and then he uses pot of greed. So that's
Oh,
how
then I
you catch
used
a Raichu.
Pot of Greed.
He had
That's
some
how you catch a Raichu. Yeah.
in that. Okay, I guess.
Yeah. That's another card game. It counts.
What else was I say? What else about the game? Oh, so another thing about the game now. So when you can now there's something that's now called auto heal. So pretty much.
Interesting.
So how this works is you would press.
It automatically heals them.
Can you let me explain the damn thing?
Yeah. I'm just asking you a question.
I get what you're trying. Like you're trying to go with the short thing of it all. When I'm trying to like it automatically heals it. Like I get yes, we all know it automatically heals, but I'm trying to explain of how it works in the game.
Okay.
That a game that you're not gonna play.
I might.
This fool says that he still has he got Pokemon Shield and still hasn't touched that game.
No, I got Sword. Okay.
Whatever. It's one of those two.
The dog was a lot cooler looking.
They're both
Oh
dogs.
my gosh.
I know, but the blue dog looked cooler because he had like a
Aren't they
cool
both
looking tail thing.
Aren't they both blue?
No, one's red, one's blue.
I don't remember.
How do you not know the theme of Pokemon, dude? One's red, one's blue, almost every time.
The theme? Did you
Unless
say
it's not.
this guy?
Unless it's not.
This guy. Anyway, so pretty much how it works is when you press X, normally you press X, it takes you to your menu. It looks a little. This time it's a little different now. So you'll see your party right when you press X. If you go over to them, and some of them happen to be like not fully healed, you would just press the minus sign on your Switch or control or Switch Pro controller, whatever you're using, and all that stuff to let everyone know. It'll start healing it automatically, and how it works, it actually sorts it based off what healing items you have and all that stuff. So it'll use the first one. It showed the list of what the items were on the order. So if you already have like a potion, boom, you have it and all that stuff, and it works all pretty good and everything. And
Nice.
but it makes it easier instead of having to go to your bag, look for the thing, and then boom and all that stuff. So it helps out.
Yeah.
It's been helpful for me. I'll admit that.
I was always one to organize my bag, so my bag was like always organized and I could find everything so easily.
You would.
Got you.
You would.
Hey,
Because I don't. That's why.
you know, that's just me though, because I'm like, oh yeah.
No. I'm interested. I like I said, I'm not. Like I said, I'm barely like starting. Like I said, I got my first badge. I finished and all that stuff. I'm very interested in seeing this from Arturo's perspective, because he's more of the competitor IV stuff and all that stuff that I
I haven't touched that since like. Let's see. What was before Sword and Shield? Was that
Sun and
Moon
Moon?
and Sun.
Ultra Sun and
Yeah.
Ultra Moon, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Dang, I haven't. It's been like 4 years, huh?
There was
That's
a
crazy.
sequel to that?
Yeah, Ultra Sun and Moon.
Yes.
Oh, okay. It's the same thing, don't know?
I don't
No.
know. I've never played. I don't know the story about it, so
Oh, okay.
It is different.
it's different. Okay. But yeah, I'm learning about that. So, but the big thing about it though is that you can now do 4-player co-op in the game, and all that stuff. Don't know how the aspect works. Don't know how. I haven't touched it yet and all that stuff because one, Arthur doesn't have the game yet. He's not getting it till later, and all that stuff. It's not that I don't trust Manny. It's just more the fact of it happened. If he gets it, he probably won't tell us till like 2 months later, and all that stuff, and everything like that. Example, apparently he got Modern Warfare like Monday, didn't install it until yesterday, as the day of
Yeah.
recording this, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And
Till Sunday.
and then he told me Saturday, that day before,
Yeah.
and all that stuff, and I'm like, we've been playing this past week, and all that stuff. Anyways, that's not here there. So yeah, so I'm interested about that. I don't know much more. I don't know anything else because like I've been trying to keep this like I'm trying to like stay away from a lot of things and all that stuff about
Yeah.
what's what and everything.
Yeah, because like even like on my social media, I've managed to avoid a lot of stuff too. I only seen like some clips of like people like clipping through like the ground.
Yeah, I think the only thing like literally like the only stuff I've seen is like the glitches and the performance issue stuff. That's it. And all that stuff. And it's just like I think people are just pissed because like you would for their reason would be you would think by now they would have this fixed and understood. But at the end of the day, it's like it's a I don't want to say ambitious, but it's a big open world Pokemon game playing on a Nintendo Switch and all that
Right.
stuff
Right.
with limited capabilities. And also, I literally saw a TikTok about saying they were running Scarlet and Violet on a PC emulator, but it was running smoothly. I'm like, we get it. It has issues. The Switch doesn't
Yeah.
have the capabilities to do it. We get it, and all that stuff. Stop complaining.
Isn't the NBA on Switch?
Oh, 2K?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't.
Okay. How does that run?
I don't know. I don't because I don't buy it. I don't buy it on Switch.
Oh.
No, that's not.
Just wondering.
And everything. I wouldn't know. So
Yeah.
and everything. So it's just like here's the thing. We're gonna have to deal with it. Here's the thing. And then it's like so everyone's talking about their Switch Pros and stuff like that, rumors and all stuff. Like we'll see what happens and everything like that.
Yeah.
And everything. Maybe it might look better when that comes out, hopefully, and all that stuff. But at the end of the day, it's like it's here and all that stuff. I'm playing it. I'm having a good time and all that stuff. Do I see the lagness? Yes, I do. But at the same time, it's just like
Yeah.
I kind of don't care about that because it's not like I'm not taking this as it's like say a Call of Duty or God of War and all that stuff that has those. But even then, I don't judge those based off that because I know an Xbox and a PS5 has its certain limitations also for what it has within those games and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And all that stuff. So it's like we'll see how that goes and all that stuff. Like I said, I'm having a good time. If depending on how long I go on my recording session for God of War, I'll probably end up still playing some Scarlet and all that stuff to get down, check out this base. The new extra form evolution, the Terra thing. Weird, but interesting at the same time. And all that stuff.
Interesting.
And all that stuff. And then like I said, this is because I don't know anything in this game. I do wish for the fact, or if they do this in a future game, that they bring back the other stuff, like Mega Evolution, the Z moves, Giganta form Max and all that stuff. Do it like after you finish the main game and all that stuff, so that way it makes it interesting. and all that stuff, and that way we can just have some fun and all that stuff. Because I think that would be cool to see and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Having those other extras evolution stuff or stuff in these games and like the newer stuff. Like you don't have to make it as part like because Pokemon does have a competitive scene and all that stuff. I mean, and you don't have to you don't have to include those, and they do ban stuff, so you don't have to include that stuff in there and all that stuff. Just
Yeah.
have it there for fun sakes. Like I don't
For funsies.
it'd be cool to jump into a casual game battle and then have that stuff in there and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And all that stuff and all that stuff and because I think if I am correct, and I could be wrong, I think Sun and Moon allowed had mega evolutions but you didn't get them to like towards the end of the game and all that stuff. I don't remember, but I could be wrong and all that stuff, but I think that was it. But that was it. Like they stopped after that. When it got to the next games, when it got to Sword and Shield, it was only like Gigantamax. You can't do Z moves or Mega Evolutions. Like what the fuck? And then like when I was started playing this game, I had this idea. I was like, hey, now since I have 2 versions, I can grab the starter from Scarlet, grab a starter from Violet, switch, but bring that starter from Violet into Scarlet. And then it dawned on me, and then I just remembered myself, Pokemon Home compatibility won't happen until 2023, as always, because they take their sweet precious time with that and all stuff.
Yeah.
But then again, it's like at the same time, it's like it's a good thing and a bad thing. Bad thing because I can't do that stuff. Good thing because people can play the game and all that stuff and get enjoy it and all that stuff. But hey, like I said, I'm having a good time. I'm excited to learn more about this game, especially on the co-op side when Arturo finally gets it next month. And all that stuff, and maybe, hopefully, Manny might get the game 2 months from now, and then.
Oh yeah, there's co-ops.
And,
Who knows?
Like who knows? Manny might
Who knows?
get the game this week, and don't tell us until January, and then all that stuff.
That's true. I might just finish the game.
Oh, that stuff and everything.
I
He'll tell us in like it comes the new year and everything like that. Arturo and I are talking about it, like we're just like trying to call up stuff. He's like, yeah, like yeah, I got it. I was like, when did you get? And then we like, when did you get it? Like 2 months ago. I was like, I already beat the game. I'm like, including Sword and Shield. I'm like, and you again didn't bother to say anything.
I might get the game. I'm not gonna beat it.
This guy said I might get the game. See,
Yeah, I'll probably see it on sale and be like,
it's not gonna be on sale. Whenever you ever
like next year.
Oh, next year. Okay. Okay. Next year, maybe. Sword and Shield and Diamond and Pearl were on sale like earlier this month.
Get Diamond or Pearl. It was like,
and all that stuff.
The box didn't look as cool. You know what I mean? So I didn't.
Box. Hold on.
Sure, you do.
I mean, yeah, but I got it from GameStop used, so we'll see.
Okay, it's damaged. So, how are you been?
Well, I've just been playing a lot of Call of Duty lately, so
Original ones.
Okay, that sounds cool. Yeah, I've been playing a lot of League lately, but I think you already know that. So
yeah, I have the actual ones.
Yeah, see, I mean, it's aight. It's aight. Shield looks a lot better than the whatchamacallit.
I see.
The Shining Pearl.
Yeah, Shining Pearl.
Yeah, I have the actual ones. And all that stuff. Speaking of COD, because I overheard you guys. Let's continue.
Yeah, sure.
Let's continue our coverage of this game because this is the third time we're talking. This is the third episode where we're talking about it.
Yeah. So COD is Call of Duty. For those of you guys who don't know, COD is the abbreviation. It's a lot easier to say. Sounds like a fish. We're not talking about a fish, I swear. But Modern Warfare 2 came out. So yeah.
Modern Warfare 2's been out. Modern Warfare 2's been out since.
There you go. There's his sword. See, he has a sword in his mouth. That's cool. The other guy just has like a shield chest. See, his chest is a shield. That's aight. But like, sword, homie has like a sword in his mouth. Like he just like stab people, run away. You know what I mean? I don't condone that. Don't do that. That's wrong. But but Ricky, you're muted. So Modern Warfare 2 came out along with Warzone 2.0.
Okay. Okay. To correct you and all that stuff, Call of Duty's been out since October.
Same thing. It came out. I didn't say when it came out. I just said it came out.
You said it came out, so it's like
I didn't say when though. You know,
Still though,
So Ricky,
I
people
mean,
still though you might give the assumption of like, oh wait, it just came out. Oh, like,
oh no,
okay.
no.
Anyways, Arturo, you were saying
Yeah, what was I saying?
so I haven't bought the new Pokemon game yet, but you know what I am gonna start getting into as well?
what?
League of Legends.
No, collecting Pokemon cards.
Oh, you know,
Oh,
I am not gonna lie. It's I because I've been seeing because I've been like in stores a lot recently and all that stuff more than usual,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like like I've been seeing the cards and all that stuff, and I'm like, do I not and all that stuff, and then like they brought up there's a new mobile game out for the card game, but it's more a little bit more. I think it's supposed to be more quicker now or something like that. So the itch there's a little itch, but I don't know yet. Now that you brought it up, I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, mainly because I kind of want to play, the trading card game. Because I actually like playing. I used to play it,
mm.
back like in 2012 to like 2014. I was like consistent for like 2 years, but then I was like, damn, this is expensive. This hobby is expensive.
It
And I keep
is.
on getting the same pools. And I'm like, and I keep on getting the same pools from the flea market cards.
That's
But
crazy.
I'm like, yeah. So I might start again
May.
start again like next year. I'm probably gonna start with like a binder and everything, and then start collecting from this generation,
Yeah.
and then moving
You,
forward.
you know, it kind of surprises me because like so there you can of course the trading card game itself with the actual cards,
Mm-hmm.
and then there's a version where you can do it, you can play on like a mobile desktop or a mobile app or everything like that.
Yeah,
I
Hearthstone, but like Pokemon. No, just
Yeah,
kidding.
technically, yeah. But here's the thing. There was a trading card game out that came out for the Game Boy a very long time ago and everything. My question is, why did it never do it again on a Nintendo console and everything like that? I always found that interesting. They never brought it out on a Nintendo console again.
Right.
Again, keyword.
And also, I'm just
Because they
saying
had it on the Game Boy, right?
it was on the Game Boy a long time ago. And I used to play the crap out of that game and everything, but they never brought it out after that, and they never again. Like I thought, like at least like you can keep it on. You didn't like before the Switch, they could have just done it on like on a DS, and everything like that. Like a DS would have been way interesting to have it on and all that stuff and everything. And then now you have the Switch. I think it's perfect to have it on the Switch and everything like that too. I mean, who knows? They probably might bring the one they have out now onto the Switch. Who knows? And everything like that. But I'm just saying, like, if the card game was on these devices, I mean, I have that new card game on my phone. I haven't finished it yet. I haven't finished the tutorial yet on it and everything. But I'm just saying, bring back Pokemon trading card game on a Nintendo device. That's all I gotta say.
There was this Garfield game that I used to like. It was like it was like Mario, but it was Garfield. It was on the DS. I loved it. It was
Oh
cool.
my gosh.
I just thought I would mention it. You know, we're mentioning games we like. Uh,
Says your photo that you sent.
that's story of my life. Uh, so Modern Warfare 2 has a bunch of goodies in it. Has it brought along with it Warzone
I thought
2.0.
I don't know if you heard earlier how I said like this is I don't know this is our continuation coverage of Modern Warfare 2. As this is the third straight episode that we've talked about this game.
It is.
It has a battle royale, which is Warzone 2.0.
It now has.
Yeah, that just came out. I don't
Okay.
know when it came out. It came out though.
You know, since you said that, I want to bring clarification to things. Like people, I know a majority of people won't even care about this, but you also have to this thing. Warzone is not the battle royale. Warzone is the name, and then the battle royale and DMZ are the modes. Warzone is pretty much the map and all that stuff that you're jumping into. I'm just saying. That's all I'm saying. No one cares. But I just want to probably write that out there.
Yeah. Person that I don't really care.
See?
So basically,
Proven point.
the battle royale thingy, Warzone 2.0, DMZ, which is a mode that I saw. I didn't play any of it, but I saw it.
Dude,
And
you didn't
as
touch
well
the
as
game at all.
multiplayer.
You haven't touched the game at all.
Okay, so it installed, but at the time I was on solo queue, and I was like, "Oh snap, it's installed!"
It's
And
so
then
funny for the fact because like I was just getting off because I was playing Call of Duty and because I just got a new gold camo, and everything, and I was just getting off, and then soon I happen to check my friends list, and I see it shows Manny online, and it shows him that it's the game he's playing is Modern Warfare 2. I literally texted in our group chat. It's like, you've been playing Modern Warfare this whole time and didn't say anything and all that stuff. And he was like, I'm not playing. I'm like, it says you are and all that stuff. It's
Oh
like I had it
gosh.
installed, you know what I'm saying? And then like next, like after we got done, it was gone. I was like, I don't trust this.
Yeah, because when
I don't trust
you
this.
said it,
I don't trust
I was like,
this.
I'll turn it off now
I don't trust
because
this.
I was on solo queue and I was chilling and I was like in between. I was checking my VOD and I saw the text and I was like, I'm not on. And then when I looked at my screen, I was like, oh, it's done. And it was like on like the main menu, like like the
Yeah.
check your blur.
Yeah.
You can't see, barely see. You can really see. And I was like, oh snap! So I did all that,
Oh, I was like, what?
and then I saw all the modes, and I was like, oh, that's cool. And I turned it off. I was like, all right, I don't really want to play right now. And I went back to solo queuing.
Mm.
But
okay. To continue on with Manny is before he
I
goes
have
on.
one question before you start on your guys' experiences
And here goes the
with
tangent.
Modern Warfare 2. Is Warzone 2.0 like Blackout?
Anyways, like I was gonna say,
Because if it's not, I don't want to play
you need to
it.
stop. Here's the thing: we are continuing cover on multiplayer because Arturo has finally got to play the game since the last time we talked about it. We will be talking about Warzone 2.0, both Battle Royale and DMZ, and everything. Now, Arturo has from based off our doc. Are these issues that you have with the game with multiplayer so far?
Okay, yeah. So, not just me, like my coworker too.
Okay.
So, for instance, he's been on his platinum grind recently
Ooh.
because, yeah.
Excuse me.
But like,
me.
the only complications he's had is that like since the M13 came out, like sometimes his camos to do the platinum challenges will get locked because like, oh, you don't have all the assault rifles gold, and he's like, but I need that. The only one I don't have is M13.
So yeah, so if he had got that done before season 1, he would have got him
Yeah,
and all that stuff. Since now he's finished it after season 1 started, the M13 now includes it. It includes that now.
I know. I'm just
Unfortunately.
like, is that going to be a thing that's going to become for all future seasons? Like all new guns are just going to be that's going to be crazy.
So like if you happen to be on a camo grind, and then it's particularly those 4 gold, Orion, platinum, and I forget what the other one is called. If you want to make sure you do them, especially now before the new season starts. So because there's and then that's if the next season does include a new assault rifle, so and everything. Because this season we got a new sniper rifle, a new SMG, and a new AR and all that stuff in this season so far, and all that stuff. I don't know if that's gonna be the same next season and all that stuff, but just be careful of that and all that stuff. So it's like and everything, because I already knew that, but so you just gotta be careful with that now and all that stuff. And then of course the M13 in itself is already technically hard to get in itself, which we'll talk about later, and all that stuff, and everything. So and also so yeah, but I'm because like so far I'm at a total of 6 camos, 7 maybe. And those are the fact that I kind of messed up on one of them. So it told me for some reason I thought it meant I had to lay down and kill people. No, I just have to crouch, like actual crouch, like just crouch, not lay down and shoot people. And I was like, oh, that's easier than I said and done, and all that stuff. And I was like, oh, I have to camp pretty much, and all that stuff pretty much. And I was like, okay, cool. So I got it done. I'm gonna get that done. It's almost, that gun is almost done. That's the Finnick I was working on. That one's almost done. And all that stuff. Yeah, but I'm still doing my camo grinds and all that stuff because I want to do that. I want to get those. The fact that the fact that the way to get those camos, the gold and all stuff, are a bit more easier now
Yeah.
than it has in previous Call of Duty titles. I might as well like, hey, might as well go for this in the long run and all stuff. See where this goes, and
Mm.
all stuff. See what we get. Hey, so far six camo, 6 gold ones so far. We're doing good, and all stuff. And the other thing you mentioned, footsteps. So you have problem with footsteps?
So it's not the problem with footsteps. It's just that they made them louder for Warzone, and that transitioned to multiplayer.
I'm hearing the other way around with that.
Really?
Mm.
Well, based off of from who I watch and from like streamers and all stuff, I'm hearing the other way around. It's not enough. No one, you don't hear footsteps good enough.
Really? Because at least from my own experience, and then from like who I've seen on YouTube, right? They're like, yeah, the footsteps are a lot louder in multiplayer, and it's kind of ruining the experience there now. Because you could just hear somebody running from like a mile away, and like it completely ruins the flanking style.
Oh no, that makes sense because I mean a couple times in multiplayer, I've heard someone from just from the other side of the wall, waited,
Exactly.
boom, and all that stuff. So yeah, no, I can agree with. No, we'll see what happens with that and all that stuff and everything. I mean, here's the thing, because like here's gonna be the tough part about this now. Now that Warzone and DMZ, the Battle Royale and DMZ is here now. Not only are they gonna make adjustments to that, it's gonna most likely make sure they have to figure out a way to not even it, but make sure it's properly well to each mode and all that stuff and everything. Because there is gonna be probably a good chance when they fix one thing on one mode, it's gonna affect the other ones and all stuff, which is gonna suck.
Or they just have separate files for multiplayer and the bigger Warzone stuff.
You would think that, but I don't think they do. In all honesty,
You know what? It's because they're not smart enough to do that.
That's what everybody says about developers nowadays and all that stuff. I mean, hey, I mean, look at everyone's
like, to be
complaining
fair,
about
it's
Pokemon.
Call of Duty, and I don't even know why.
Yeah, I think here's the thing. Yeah, it's true. They do need to figure out about how to properly adjust for the modes properly and everything, because it is going to be an issue if these adjustments are overall adjustments to each mode, and that's going to suck on how it's going to affect on how it's going to properly adjust and everything like that. Because I won't be surprised when it comes to weapon balancing, that doesn't affect every mode no matter what, and they're not going to bother trying to properly adjust it for that particular mode, and all for whether it be battle royale or DMZ or any within multiplayer itself for that stuff. So that's gonna be interesting to see.
Yeah.
And all that stuff. And so, but that's particularly it. For multiplayer, well, okay, so Shoot House is now officially out. That map is out. It literally just feels like Shootout from when I first played it in 2019, when Modern Warfare 2019, and all that stuff. Just a different setting and all that stuff and everything. That's all it is.
I have not played Shoot House.
And everything. Shoot House is Shoot House. Though I will say,
you can make Shoot House a shoot home.
Though I will say, is like nobody's doing the thing that I normally see is where if they have a sniper, they go to that first part and then try to shoot the guy from the other end of the map. I haven't seen that a lot. A lot of stuff.
A lot, but it's there.
But have I done it? Yes, I do it every time. I do it. Get my shot. I do it. No, I do it. I shoot. If I miss, I leave. If I get him, I still leave.
Oh my gosh.
That's it. It's like my routine. Like do boom, let's play. And all that stuff. For that stuff. So that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. On to Warzone 2.0. Battle Royale, DMZ. Manny, what was that question you asked us again?
About
the Battle Royale.
About Battle Royale?
Yeah.
Oh, I said, is it like Blackout?
I haven't played Blackout,
He
so
hasn't played Blackouts. That's the thing, and then I haven't played Blackout in a very
Blackout
long.
was awesome.
I haven't played Blackout in a very long time, and everything. I want to say yes, but there are a few differences to that. So the one thing first, so first things first. So the battle royale, there are pretty big changes in a way, and all that stuff for this since Warzone 1, uh and everything, since Caldera, as I say. Um I think the big thing right now we could talk, the one big thing about it is the loadout. That technically technically doesn't exist, but it does. And it only works in two ways. When there will be a loadout drop event around the third circle, and how it works is there will be multiple loadout drops coming in a certain line in a certain section, and it's pretty much a free for all. So anyone can grab them no matter what, and all that stuff. Everyone can grab them because like back in the first and where they're in Verdansk or Caldera, loadout drops when they drop, it's Pacific. It drops in a specific place for you and all, for your team and all that stuff, and that's it. Even though there's like multiple drops, they're specifically to somebody, to certain teams. And this one, like I said, multiple get dropped in a line, but it's open to all. So there is a chance you're gonna have to engage into a fight for that. And of course, it comes with your your primary, secondary, your perks and all that stuff. All that stuff, and it's all your perks. So now, because now in Call of Duty, it's 4 perks now. Your 2 mains, your something, and your ultimate. You get all 4 of those in Warzone and all that stuff. You get all 4, and they all work too. So and all that stuff. But like I said, that doesn't come until like the 3rd ring of when it shrinks in and all that stuff. So
Right.
so it's like you have time. There's time between now and then, but when that loadout drops. But now the second way of getting it is something on what's called strongholds. Now these areas on the map are places where there are AI combatants around, and you have to do a certain thing to finish it and all that stuff in order to get your loadout and all for that stuff. And that's the only other way. You cannot buy a loadout from a buy station or anything like that. It does not, and all that stuff. That
did you
doesn't
know there's
exist.
DMZ calling cards?
Yes.
No, I didn't know that until I started looking.
Yes, there is. So you can buy, so in the buy station you can buy a primary weapon from a loadout in your game, and that's including your attachments and also. So that one particular thing in Blackout where you can grab the gun and then grab specific attachments, that's not there. Just to give you a heads up on that.
Okay.
And also, so there's that one typical difference between that and Blackout. And all that stuff. The additional stuff in here is there's a swim mechanic, and you can ride on boats in this game and all that stuff. We haven't dealt with it much, but it's and all that stuff, but it hasn't been a big deal. For that. The map is nice. I love the terrain. You can pretty much go through everything like it's nothing easily. Not like in at least particularly for Dansk, how you couldn't climb up certain spots and all that stuff when it should be easily to do it. What else? And what was the other things? The other new thing is how now in a certain time, it doesn't do it all the time, but it's in certain games. When you get to, I think it's like at least to the 2nd or 3rd ring, when it starts to do that, it'll split into 3 different circles and all that stuff.
I thought the 2.
I
Where's
guess,
this DMZ?
no, this is still Battle Royale.
Okay, yeah, it's 2 different circles.
Oh, I think because of us, it's duos. Because we've been playing duos.
Oh, okay.
I think for us, because we're playing duos. But they do show it. There's times where they do 3. So I guess that's probably if you're playing like quads or trios. And for that stuff. So, but yeah, so it'll split it. And then when next start, it'll start merging in and all that stuff. for that stuff too. And another thing, and I don't know if you knew this, Arturo. UAVs are very scarce. You can only buy it once at a buy station, and that's it on that particular buy station. So and everything, so you cannot buy multiples and all that stuff like how it used to be and all that stuff. So you can buy one UAV, that's it, on that from that buy station. On that stuff.
Interesting.
Now, Gulag.
Gulag has been fun.
Gulag is 2v2. Now, this can either be with your partner or with a random teammate and all that stuff.
Wow.
And everything. And there's two ways of getting out. Defeat the other team or kill the jailer and all that stuff. Like if you're still in the Gulag at a certain amount of time, a jailer will appear. If not just your team, but if the other team decides to go after the jailer and you kill him, everyone in the Gulag, everyone in that match are free from the Gulag for that one. And also, and now for the piece de la resistance of everything about this game so far, this mode so far, including DMZ 2. Proximity chat.
Oh gosh.
Love it.
Love it. It's amazing. It is amazing. Like literally, it's like, so I think out of the two of us, I'm the only one that can actually experience this. Unfortunately.
Well, I could experience it too, but
you can, but you have to switch to game chat and everything. I kid you not. Things we've heard, the things that has happened, and everything. It's been a fun time. There's a story. We did a Gulag. It was actually our first Gulag, and I literally was like, we were about to fight the other team, but then the jailer came out, and then what had happened was I switched to the game chat, and we like kill the jailer because we're just starting to fight each other. I was like, kill the jailer. Arthur already got one person though, and he was like telling me, he was like, we could have just got the other guy, and everything like that. I was like, oh, I didn't know. And all that stuff.
I was like, "Oh, what's going on?"
Because I was like, "Hey, no," because all four of us were still at the time. I knew all four of us were still alive, and the jailer had just appeared. And I was like, "Hey, let's go," because the guy from the other team had said my name and all that stuff because I heard it from the proximity chat. And I was just like, so I just turned on my mic and everything, and just be like, "Go to the jailer, just get the jailer." And then
your government name or your streaming name?
My streaming name is technically my government name.
Oh, okay. Just wondering.
Oh my gosh.
I like how you said my government. I'm like, why? Like, why do you have to make?
I don't know. In the Xbox, I don't have you. I have you nicknamed.
Okay.
So
but it has my name in my gamer tag.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, did he say I'm only Ricky, or did he say Ricky?
He said Ricky.
Oh, okay.
Of course,
I don't know. You know,
Manny, it's just the fact. Use like your government name. Like, dude, my government name is my gamer tag.
No, it's different. See, did he say go after Amo or whatever the hell he said? I don't know what he said. What did he say? Did he say go after, or you said A?
He just said Ricky. That's it.
Okay, that's what I was asking.
No, you didn't. Even though I literally just said, "Hey," he said Ricky before you had asked that question.
I didn't hear that.
But no, I will say though, the battle royale, this particular battle royale, has been fun. Are there some issues? Yes.
You know, it didn't register our first Warzone win.
I was just about to mention that. That is one of the issues right now. So apparently, if you win a game, but if you exit out, it doesn't register the win. You have to go through the whole scene of where it shows that, and then of course it shows all the names and all that stuff, all the way to the end of that, and then it records the win. So, huh? No, we didn't.
Yeah, we did.
No. We left. We left
Gosh.
we left during the part like mid of the names. Mid of the names.
Oh my gosh.
You know,
It
stuff.
gave us the option. Why weren't we gonna take it?
You know, stuff. So it's like so you have to like watch that whole thing and all that stuff, including the death credits, as I'm calling them now.
Yeah, because I was looking through all the calling cards, right? And like there's
And it didn't
challenges and whatnot, and there was one for
Warzone wins.
yeah, Warzone wins.
Yeah, it doesn't. I found out
And
about that just earlier on earlier this past weekend from a stream and all that stuff because like apparently there's a nuke in here in here also and all that stuff. For those who don't know what I'm referring to, if you play multiplayer, if you get a 25 to 30 kill or 30 kill streak, you unlock the nuke, and that instantly wins you the game in multiplayer. Now, apparently, there's one now. There's one in Warzone for the battle royale and all that stuff. But I think how it works from what I hear is that you're supposed to win 5 straight games, and then there's something that will be called the Champions Challenge that appears when you start your next game, and then you have to like journey the map to get these materials to get it, craft it and all that stuff, and then once you craft it and start it, it's a 2-minute timer, and then like for it to start, and then like you have to like pretty much hold down the fort unless if people come and all that stuff to kill you and all that stuff to kill you and all that stuff, and then if you
jugando Call of Duty.
huh
Nothing.
and then but yeah so there's a nuke in here too, so but yeah, that's all. That's interesting, but yeah, I think battle royale is good.
Got it.
So again, like I said, I think there are complaints for the fact that you can't buy a loadout and all that stuff. Though I'm
Oh, so my biggest complaint right now is that your primary weapon, because you could buy your primary weapons and the thing, it doesn't come with any of the attachments.
Mine's did.
Mine did
Mine
too.
didn't.
Again,
Did you have them equipped?
I think that was I think that's probably more of the glitch that we were experiencing that one time. Because there was also there was a glitch the last time we played where for some reason it could, well, on my side at least, it didn't load my, that's the other thing too. So back in 2019 when Warzone first came out, both your multiplayer and your Warzone loadouts were the same and all that stuff. This game, thankfully, they're separate now and all that stuff, so you don't have to worry about that. Now, for some reason when I was playing, it would send me to my multiplayer loadouts, not my Warzone ones, and I'm like, this is weird and all that stuff. So I literally had to like back out of the party and make the changes and all that stuff to make it work. But I don't know if it's still going, but hopefully that's been somewhat fixed and all that stuff. But yeah, so it's like you have to make sure you have it set as your primary on your loadout to make sure you can get the gun to get your primary loadout. So yeah, that's one thing. I haven't experienced that. Another thing, people are saying like people say that you be able to buy perks in the buy station. Okay. And all that stuff, that's fine with me. I do feel some of those items are a little bit more expensive. Too expensive. And all that stuff. Now, I could be wrong. And all that stuff. But yeah. Back to the loadout thing. I don't care. I don't mind it. That's that long. But if they do revert it back to what it was originally, that's totally cool too. And everything. But we'll see where it goes on that. On the Battle Royale at least. Now, on to DMZ. Yeah, for the
Okay.
No, I was just trying to catch my breath. So I thought I was gonna cough. I thought I was gonna cough.
Juggernaut.
Did you catch it?
Oh man, I uploaded that as a YouTube short today. I got 2K views on that.
I believe it.
I was like, thank God. I was like, awesome. I was like, cool. I haven't checked it yet. I haven't checked it since, but and everything. But so I actually like DMZ for what it
It's a good mode.
It's a fun mode and all that stuff. This is more you could say PvE, with
Yeah, PVE with a little bit of PvP.
some PvP in it and all that stuff and everything.
You know,
It's
you could grief some people.
yeah. If any, it has similarities to a game that's out right now called Escape from Tarkov. If anyone's played it before, you guys should know what this is. I've never played this game. I've seen like streams of it and all that stuff, but pretty much it's like extraction kind of thing where you go
Is that
in.
what I played at E3 in the Alienware booth?
No.
Or no? What
No.
game was that?
I don't remember the name.
Okay.
But yeah, it's pretty much you go in, you look for stuff and loot around for things, and then you exfil out to finish out the game and all that stuff. Now there are certain missions within the game that you can do, such as like strongholds, black sites. There's also missions where you can like destroy supplies or other things and all that stuff. And then there's like a weapon, and then there's two big ones right now in the game in this mode, where you can unlock a blueprint, and then the other one is the M13 assault rifle. So and everything right now. So for the new gun that's recent, the M13, which is a new gun that came out this season, you have to play DMZ to get it. That's the only other way, unless there's a store button out for it, which there hasn't been yet. For that, but I've had a good time with it. I've actually been playing it by myself just to like scavenge and do that stuff, and like grab stuff and everything, just to like so that way we can loot and all, like loot some stuff, have stuff ready, and that way we can get stuff prepared and all that stuff. Because I have not touched that chemist mission since then, because like I'm not doing that thing by myself. But it's fun, it's chill. I've enjoyed it. And everything. For that stuff, but it's been cool. What about you, Arturo?
DMZ's been pretty nice. I haven't played a lot. I think I only played it with you, and then for the rest of the time I've just been on Tahoe.
Oh yeah,
So,
you were gone.
Mm.
Yeah, you were gone that week. Yeah,
but
How was that
I've
map? Is
enjoyed
that a cool
DMZ.
map?
Besides that one Juggernaut moment where I was just like, "But who is it? What?"
So to explain about what happened, so when we were playing DMZ, we got to a point where we got a stronghold, and we got most of the people. We got the people that were in the building. Arturo got knocked, and I had to revive him. He said people were coming. Now the thing is with DMZ in particularly, you don't know for the fact, because we saw the car coming on the map. I saw it on the map. We didn't know particularly for sure if these were going to be AI or this was going to be actual people. Now there is proximity chat in this mode also, so I didn't hear nothing. So I was like, okay, this and all that stuff, but we didn't hear nothing at the time. So once I revived him, I was like, I went to check to see if there was any med stuff. Backed out. As soon as I was get to the door, I literally see the Juggernaut. I start screaming and all that stuff and everything like that.
I'm like what?
He's like, what? He's like, what? I was like, Juggernaut! And all that stuff. I actually have it posted as like a TikTok and a YouTube short and all that stuff and everything. I'll probably have it. I'll probably like put it
You
on
know
here
what?
for
You should.
fun.
You know what sound you should put over it? The freaking from the Punisher. Wait. No.
That would have worked perfectly. And then but I was like, but yeah, so that had happened and we had died. So and that's the thing. Anything you loot in that mode, whether it be actual guns, anything you grab from there or anything like that, or what you find, because there's other stuff you loot that you can get that helps you out. You lose that stuff once you die. You lose all that stuff.
Yeah.
All stuff. Now so like so there's a weapons section in the game. Now they call those are what's called contraband weapons. That's anything that you loot within the game and all that stuff. And then you have to make sure if you use any of those, you have to make sure you exfil out so that way you can keep them. They do have what are called insured slots. So that could be any gun you have from your contraband or any loadout you have, any primary weapon loadout you have with all your attachments you made or anything like that. That works. So that's cool too. And also, but here's the cool thing. if you use one of your insured weapons, there's a timer that occurs. So you don't technically lose it. There's a timer and it resets after that timer's done, and you can grab it again for that. So that's a pretty interesting thing to do. There's also like a bunch of missions that you do to get you stuff within the game. And for that
I
stuff.
want to start exploring stuff with all the keys.
Oh, I got a lot of keys. I
Oh,
picked up some keys when I was playing it by myself, because it is a trios. It is a trios for this,
mhm, mhm.
but you can play this by yourself or as a duo, which me and Arturo did, and everything. So that stuff. So there's that too. Other than that, like for what it provides so far, I'm liking it. I'm enjoying it. I'm excited to see what they do more with this mode and everything. And the fact that we have to get a brand new gun is already more interesting enough to me to keep playing this game. That the fact that I have to play this to get a brand new gun. And also, oh,
Have you not got the gun yet?
I haven't gone near him. And also, anytime I go on there, I'm looting around and then just trying to like get stuff. So that way it's like guns and all that stuff. So that way I have something at least. Also, there's to go back to Battle Royale, there's a mode that's called Unhinged BR. And then what it does, there's a particular feature that's called a simulation. And what that does, you can recruit other players that are not on your team to join you. And all that stuff. So it's like, I think you can have up to 6 players total. So like 2 squads pretty much and everything, and you're all on the same team and all that stuff. I was like, oh, okay, this is interesting. Mm-hmm. But yeah, but that's been our and the battle pass, because it's more different now. If you've played
Battle Pass is interesting.
if you've played Fortnite recently and how their battle pass format works, it's pretty much similar to that.
You can buy certain things.
Yeah. So how it works is there's different. It doesn't. So you know how but I think it's more more easy to access stuff in the Call of Duty one than it is on Fortnite, because on Fortnite it's like in order you to get to a certain page you have to reach either a certain level or have unlock these many items.
Yeah.
How it works in Call of Duty is, so it's supposed to lay out like a map in a way, and there's different sectors you go to.
It's the one with the hexagons, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And and each sector has like 5 items in there, and all that stuff. So the thing is, once you unlock the whole thing, it opens up the next near sectors around it, and all that stuff. So it's not going to open like one that's straight ahead. It's going to open like 2, and makes you go around and makes you choose it, and all that stuff. But you have to make sure.
Oh, like when you're upgrading your weapons and stuff in Ratchet and Clank.
I've only
Did
played.
he say Ratchet and Clank?
He said Ratchet and Clank. Yes. I don't remember if it did that in the newer one, the more recent ones. Yo, wait, yes, actually, yeah.
In the original one, I haven't played Rift Apart.
Rift Apart's the PS5 one, right? The one before that one, which is PS4, right? Okay. Yeah. Similar to that. It is similar to that. It is similar to that. So the thing is, like I said, 5. It's 5 of them, and all that stuff. You get all 5. It unlocks the sector and all that stuff. It gives you all that. So it's a little more. I feel like it's a little more easier to get through. I already have. So it tells you your completion because there's the final one, but you can't unlock that until you do the whole sector.
Yeah.
Like every single one. It tells you your progress. I'm already at 74% apparently.
Oh gosh.
Well, no, because so here's the thing. I got the Volt edition, which automatically gave me the battle pass and 50 tiers. So I was able to go through all that, and then I got extra tiers for something for playing Warzone 1 too. I got extra battle pass.
Hey, quick question. So on the Do, when you go to the website, there's a exclusive Do skin. How do you get that?
By buying Do products.
Yeah, but like, how many do you have to buy? Is
just
there
one.
a certain limit?
Your very first one.
Oh, okay, so I already got it then. Because
Pretty
I
much.
entered two. I entered a bottle and I entered a 12 pack.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, so I got the skin.
Yes.
Okay, it was a fire skin. That's it. What are the coins for? What are the Duke coins for?
The COD points?
Yeah, but they're like different. They're like green.
No. Doing do products gives you either double XP tokens
Got it.
and all stuff, or double XP tokens and COD points.
Oh, okay, got it. Good.
That's
Okay.
it. The only way to get the COD points is if you do the 12 or 24 pack.
Got it. I just got 2 XP and 12 pack.
You got a what and a what?
I got double XP something and then double XP weapons.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I got.
D-
Okay.
Yeah. I just want to know about the skin though. I wasn't sure how that worked.
Yeah, it's when you get your first item. First, when you register your first code.
Oh, okay, that's tight.
Oh, speaking of which, since we're on the topic of content and all that stuff, I have a bone. I don't want to say I have a bone to pick, but I have some issues with how content works, and especially when you have it crossed over to different platforms. Because I have this on not only I have this on PlayStation, but I have this on Xbox, and I just downloaded Warzone on my computer via Steam. So, PlayStation players got an exclusive operator called Oni. It's like this samurai looking thing.
Right.
It's pretty cool. I was like, there's the reason why I got it on PlayStation, because I actually like the operator. It looks cool. So, of course, Call of Duty is cross progression, cross play, and all that stuff, and everything like that. Content should cross, and of course, content should work over each other, right?
Except exclusive skins.
Particularly this one. No, okay, operator. This is an operator, not a skin. This is an operator.
Oh, operator. Okay.
So here's the thing. I got the Volt Edition, right? With the Volt Edition, it gives you four operators and all that stuff. And that's the Task Force 4141. Ghost, Soap, Farah. Soap, Farah. Who am I missing? Oh, Gaz. I think. No. I forget it. Who cares? So they're particular skins. They're particular like a special style of skin in a way. Those show up perfectly on all 3 platforms that I have. I have it on and all that stuff. The only one, not only does it's only on my PlayStation, it doesn't even show up at all as an actual person, like an operator option in the Xbox or Steam version of the
That's
games.
kind of cool.
And all that stuff. Now, like I said, the 4 operators that I got from the Volt Edition works fine. No issue. And all that stuff. The other thing about it was I get the M4 Cinder blueprint and all that stuff. It's like a different it's pretty much a skin with and all that stuff. But I unlocked that weapon thing. Only appears on my PlayStation. Doesn't appear on the other ones. And all that stuff. What else? There was something else. Oh, and then COD points don't share platforms. They're separate and all that stuff.
Maybe that has something to do with the payment issues, though. Like how, when you're buying COD points from a PlayStation device, you're paying Sony, as opposed to when you're buying COD points from an Xbox device, you're paying Microsoft.
But here's
so maybe it's something with that.
No, but here's the thing. It works well. It shares that on Fortnite with no issue.
Different rights.
Don't. It's not rights. It's not a rights thing.
It's
legal.
It's legal stuff.
It's not even legal. It's not legal stuff.
It could be.
Maybe some legal stuff. At the same
time,
I
was studying to be a lawyer for a month.
You said I was studying to be a lawyer for a minute?
Yeah, for a
month. Yeah, and then you had to do math, and I was like, nah, forget that.
No, like the COD points thing, I kind of understand. But here's my gripe is, though, most of the COD points that I had, I earned those from the Battle Pass, which the Battle Pass works correctly on all platforms.
Yeah.
And all that stuff.
Okay, yeah, that is it. Yeah.
That's what I was more referring to. The whole pay wallet thing, that I understand. And all that stuff and everything.
I get what you mean now. That's dope.
And all that stuff. Like Apex is a perfect example of that kind of stuff right there. But the fact that like I earned my tokens on I did it on PlayStation,
Black.
But it doesn't. Ooh.
Anyway, what, Token Black?
Oh.
What's that about? I always hear about it. What's it about?
Stop.
Is it a no-no?
Manny?
It's a no-no?
Manny?
It's
No.
a no-no? Okay.
I just said it's a no.
All right, I'll look it up. All right, continue.
Anyways, but that doesn't work. But here is the weird kicker. Here's the kicker about this, all of this. You would think for having the Oni operator, that thing, you would think everybody should see that,
Oh,
right?
I thought it was an anime. It's a character?
Stop.
It always sounded like an anime
Manny,
to me.
stop.
Oh my gosh.
Stop.
I thought it was an
continue.
anime.
Oh my god. So, anyways, like I was saying, you would think the fact that I have this operator, this cool, in my opinion, cool looking operator, everybody can see it no matter what I'm playing on, not who I'm playing against, right? Everyone can see it, right? No. No
I
one
can see it.
No, you don't.
No, I don't.
You don't.
I can see it when I
'cause
watch you streaming.
That's not what I mean, Manny.
I'm onlyrookie.twitch.com.
Manny, that's not what I mean. And you know that, and I get what you're trying to do, but you screwed it up. You even screwed it up trying to do it.
I don't watch your Twitch streams.
I applaud you for trying, but still, at least get it right. And all that
Something
stuff.
like that.
But no, that's what I'm getting at though. This skin, this operator, is not even visible to anyone else that's on a different platform. That's not PlayStation and all that stuff. And I'm like,
Kind of cool.
no, it's not.
Yeah, it's like exclusive.
No. I get the point of having it exclusive if just for having it. The fact that it's exclusive to a point where Arturo can't see it, that's stupid.
Kind of cool. It's like secret. It's like
No,
secret club.
no, it's not. It's not at all. And all that stuff. It really is not. And it's to a point where in fact, like, no, I'm gonna get on a big tangent about it. No,
I think you should go
lose it.
through with it. You
I'm
should
gonna
just
lose it.
full send.
No, because I'm gonna get into the point about the whole thing about Xbox buying Activision Blizzard and all that stuff and everything like that. And not everybody knows about that stuff and everything like that. And I don't want to get into
Yeah,
that.
full send. I want to know about it.
I don't want to
Enlighten me.
on the fact that right now there's currently a transaction of Xbox trying to buy Activision Blizzard, which owns Call of Duty and all that stuff.
Right.
And
they offered Sony a 10-year deal.
There's that. But here's the thing. Sony's complaining for the fact. Sony's over here saying the fact that that Xbox will keep Call of Duty exclusive to the Xbox platform and all that stuff.
I can see that happening.
But when they have already said, Xbox, Microsoft, everybody in the networks, that the head of Xbox have already said, we are not removing Call of Duty from PlayStation.
I mean, they also said they wouldn't move the Sounders out of Seattle, but
that's a whole different thing. What does that have to do with this? Are you trying to say that because Microsoft's located in Seattle?
That, and also I've been doing a lot of research in NBA.
Wait, what?
Remember how they were like, when like the whole thing, like they got the Sounders and they're like, we're keeping it in Seattle, and they were like, psych. Same thing happened to the Atlanta Thrashers.
Are you talking about the Seattle Supersonics?
See, there you go, Supersonics. That's the Sounders. My bad. I've been looking at MLS stuff.
As soon as you said NBA, I was like, did this fool talk? This fool was talking about the NBA and all this stuff.
I meant the Supersonics.
Okay, first of all, to clear this out the way, Microsoft never owned the Seattle Supersonics and all that stuff.
No, I know,
and all that stuff. So you can't compare the two.
Well, because they get the team and they're like, don't worry, we're keeping it in Seattle, and they were like, psych.
Yeah, it wasn't the owner.
That's what I meant.
The owner, but the owner's from Oklahoma City.
No, I know, but like what I meant was like
they're
gonna buy Call of Duty. No. They're like, nah, don't worry, it's staying on PlayStation. They're like, psych, and like
it still doesn't make sense. It still doesn't make the analogy doesn't make sense. It's still
kind of.
No, it does.
Hypothetically.
I mean, like, I don't know.
On paper.
But anyways, the fact that it's like Xbox has clearly stated, one, they're not removing Call of Duty from PlayStation. And also, two, the transaction is not even focused on Call of Duty. It's focused on the mobile side of that company and all that stuff.
Call of Duty mobile.
No, Candy Crush.
Oh. Who even play? Don't
so
like own like.
Activision also owns the company that owns owns Candy Crush, which is called King,
Oh, okay. Right,
and
right.
and all that stuff. And that's also like a big driver for Activision, Activision in general,
Got
for
it.
their money because of the Blizzard. So and then what Microsoft and Xbox wants to do is grab the market that they know they don't have, which is the mobile market and all that
Right,
stuff.
right.
Like that's the reason of the transaction. Like everything else, like every other game that's currently out within the Activision Blizzard portfolio, such as like Call of Duty, Overwatch, Diablo, World of Warcraft, those are going to stay. Those are they plan on keeping those the same and all that stuff and everything like that. So it's like and all that stuff. Like anything in the future, like that comes out, like like maybe like a finding like a single player game that's actually worth playing and all that
Got
stuff
you.
that's not in the Call of Duty
Pokemon.
franchise.
Pokemon Xbox exclusive.
Oh my god!
Wait, who owns Honey Pop?
Who owns what?
King. I think King does. Yeah,
Anyways,
Oh,
yeah.
they're
From the
that's the
creators of
thing.
Candy
But
Crush.
here's the thing. Sony's literally is only complaining about Call of Duty and all that stuff, and they're them saying Call of Duty is going to go exclusively to Xbox and all that stuff. When they're darn right can't say stuff after what I just realized just right now with an exclusive operator skin and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And also to the point of the fact that I can't see it on a different platform, let alone let alone my duo over here cannot see me in that skin and all that stuff. I'm a to him, I'm just a default skin and all that stuff. And it literally blows my mind for the fact that it's exclusive to that point and all that stuff and everything. Like I'm fine for the fact that I have it, for the fact that I got it on PlayStation and everybody sees it and all that stuff. If I want to flaunt the thing, let me flaunt it to everybody else and all that stuff. Don't make it a secret club and all that stuff where it's like we got this and all that stuff because that's
hey, was
stupid
that from Honey Pop 2? Yeah, no, disgusting. Get that away.
and all that
I really
stuff
like the original.
and for that stuff. So like Sony has no way to complain about something that Microsoft's already said that they're not going to make exclusive when they have a piece of content literally exclusive to within its own thing, and not everybody else can see it except for myself, even though it's like a first person game and I can't even see it anyways and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And also I mean they have third person mode but still
That's not the same.
and everything like that. So it's like dude, it's like and everything like that. Like I literally got it because I actually like the operator and all that stuff, and I want to flaunt it for everybody else to see. Not everybody in the goddamn PlayStation community within itself and all that stuff. I want everybody to see it. It's a cross-play game and all that stuff.
Dude, Detroit becomes human, dude.
Yeah, play Hitman 3. I like this Hitman 3. It was a cool game.
I'm done. I'm done.
You're like, Manny, end it.
So Wakanda Forever came out. That was a movie connected to the MCU, following the Wakandans. Ricky seen it. I seen it.
I have not
Thought
seen
was-
it.
I was gonna say you haven't seen it yet, huh?
He did not. We're not doing spoilers. I thought it was cool. Ricky really
I can
liked
go
it.
get some water and then like come back.
Oh, the sugar be like, I can go get some water, be no more.
No, we're not.
I
Nah, let's not make it a spoiler thing. I don't want to anything.
just
Like I said, I can
liked
get
it.
water.
That
It's
was
no
cool.
problem.
No, it's fine. No. Plus, we got to wrap soon, anyways.
Yeah, I thought it was cool.
I need my
enjoyed it.
water, guys. That's what I'm trying to do. No, just kidding.
This guy.
That was cool. And Chris scene was cool. You know, like it was like Doom came out and he was like, "So good," and then Mr. Fantastic was like squigglies, and then he was like, "Nah, dude, you gotta
This is
like
a
fully
sign,
admit."
Ricky.
And then, yeah, dude, it did.
And
That's what happened, and you
and
guys didn't stay.
and
No, you guys didn't stay. It's a
and
third ending. It's a third end credit. All right, guys, that's the name podcast for this bi-weekly. What would you say that this not this month, this episode? Anyways, that's the podcast. We hope you guys liked it. I don't have Mad Libs. I was trying to find one, but then my phone died. So that's on me. But you know, that's life. That's how the cookie crumbles, I guess, as they say. So we hope you guys enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. I hope they enjoyed it. I hope we enjoyed it together as a community. And you know, when your community, you thrive. And I just believe that thank you. Yeah.
Thank you.
Like,
Congratulations.
well, I'm just telling him, that
We
we're
should just
thankful.
all clap and just say congratulations to end the podcast today.
Yeah.
It's
But
like congratulations.
before we do that, like, subscribe, comment, share with your friends if you like the video. If you don't like the video, if you didn't enjoy it, don't tell anybody about it.
Wait,
You like it. All right?
congratulations. You guys gonna join in on the clapping? Congratulations. Congratulations. And yeah, it's the paid over.